approach. But I'm really impressed with the way Shardul Thakur played, continuing his good form from Cuttack one day where he played a cameo and won the match for Team India along with Ravindra Jadeja. But I think taking wickets is the primary objective of a player like Shardul Thakur, because he's not an all-rounder at the moment. He's a bowler who has to pick up wickets and who can contribute to the bat, and that's a bonus for me.
Well, I mean, let's ask from a batting coach, because we are awaiting the presentation. Did you have these sort of conversation with bowlers? You know, what we saw Umesh Yadav, for example, doing in test matches, what we've seen Shardul Thakur doing. What sort of conversations do you have with them when it comes to these sort of situations?
See, I think everything these players will flower.
Something that's translated, or, you know, you wonder how much of, in a sense, Virat Kohli has those sort of conversations. You saw him come at number 6, give opportunities to other in the process.
Australia, or if it was against a formidable, maybe an England, a T20 or a ODI side. This is a weak Sri Lankan side. You can experiment and give opportunities to the youngsters. But I think he's progressing as a captain, because even the bowling changes were very good.
Forward as well as Virat Kohli, going to fix his position or make it situational till you find those players towards the end.
I think, and he doesn't really think what if. He's not in that what if mindset. He's not in that conservative mindset. So he feels that he's not afraid of failure, and you always want to have a leader who is particularly playing in that mindset.
We'll go to the presentation and talk more after.
Both the bowling lineups, even though Navdeep Saini and Shardul Thakur are inexperienced, but they've got the penetration. Risky shots. But unfortunately, I just felt that Angelo Matthews should have come at number 4 just to hold that, the loss of wickets which were happening in Sri Lankans.
Really imagine the confidence for him to be coming back to this craft, honing it, missing in action since
wicket-taking bowlers in the middle in the form of Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav.
I just want to add one thing which I was really impressed with. He's made his debut in 2016, just 4 years back. But I was really impressed.
Tremendous impact it's had for Navdeep Saini. I mean, you walked away as the man of the series, but it's also what it's done is just brought a different dimension.
Domestic cricket has got enough control over line and length, and now with getting international exposure and getting to play alongside bowlers of high caliber like Jasprit Bumrah, he's somebody whose career graph is on the way up, and in the years to come, I think he's going to be a force to reckon with.
It's exciting for fans also when you see someone bowling in those high 140s, but just even for Manish Pandey, look at how farm easy super saves, not just with the bat.
Finals. I don't know whether both of you have seen that against Tamil Nadu. The run out of Vijay Shankar was by Manish Pandey from long off, and that changed the...
Just, deliver, makes you ready for that opportunity. We'll take a breather here. When we come back, we'll of course look to sum it up by just thinking of the positives for Team India when we're keeping in mind Mission 2020. So, what has been like the biggest takeaway from you from this home season?
The biggest takeaway from the home season is the form of KL Rahul. And
able to convert starts into bigger scores should get that nod. But I guess all those three will be part of the squad when the team goes for the 2020 World Cup.
So what's the takeaway from you from this home season?
For me, the takeaway is all-rounder's role if required. You might also have Washington Sundar, who can play the all-rounder's role. That will be after the team management and the selectors get to know who the groupings are in the World Cup. Yeah. So probably from that perspective, making sure that all the replacement players or all the options are actually finalized. So I saw that in this particular season they have found plenty of options.
So it makes it exciting when you go across to New Zealand for those 5 T20s. Just, with that atmosphere as well, it'll kind of give you a better indication of how these players can perform. But before we do that, Lakshman's favorite opposition is coming to town. India, Australia. This is game on, actually.
Yeah, game on. And also when you see at the itinerary...
Oh, you want to see some competitive spirit as well, don't you? Because it was just as competitive when Australia came around last time. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us, for keeping us company. We will see you when the Aussies come to town. Bye for now.